Joining me now, Seamus Bruner, who is Government Accountability Institute researcher and author of the book Compromised: How Money and Politics Drive FBI Corruption. I started reading this about 10 days ago, and it's stunning. And one of the more surprising revelations is how Comey and Mueller appear to have leveraged their relationship to get rich. I want to talk about one instance. So Mueller is head of the FBI, and the FBI lavishes a $1 billion contract to Lockheed Martin, where James Comey just happens to be the general counsel. How rich did Comey then get?
Well, that's right, Greg. He made $6.1 million in the year after that contract was awarded.
And that's what, like a $4,000% increase in his compensation?
That's exactly right, Greg. We're talking about the revolving door. It's a familiar story. Most Americans have heard of it. It's turning your public service into self-service. So here are the facts with James Comey. In 2005, he was worth just $206,000, modest income, modest net worth. He had a mortgage. Well, he goes to Lockheed Martin in 2005 as general counsel and also senior vice president. And by 2009, he's raked in millions of dollars, $6.1 million in that year alone. And just like you said, it's over 4,000% net worth increase. It's actually 4,250% using the most conservative estimates.
Yeah, look, I don't begrudge people who are in government service eventually going into the private sector. They're perfectly allowed to do so. But does it appear to you that then he's, trading on his previous position and relationship to profit financially? And does that strike you as corrupt?
Well, right. I love capitalism. Capitalism is great. It's what makes America great. But this is not capitalism. This is crony capitalism. It's helping out your buddies. Robert Mueller and James Comey have known each other a very long time, going back to the late 90s. So, a man like James Comey, he'd never run the general counsel's office of a corporation like Lockheed Martin.
Right. And
by the way, Lockheed Martin is the #1 contractor in America.
So Lockheed is saying to themselves, if we hire James Comey, we might just, get billions of dollars in government contracts because, Comey knows all the players, especially Bob Mueller. I mean, let me play devil's advocate for just a second. Would it even be possible or conceivable for Mueller to say, oh, gee, I didn't know anything about that $1 billion that went to my pal's company?
No, Robert Mueller, as FBI director, would absolutely have to sign off on a $1 billion contract award. And also, there are multiple contracts that go to Lockheed Martin while James Comey is the general counsel from Robert Mueller's FBI. And Robert Mueller announces them and celebrates the fact that Lockheed Martin won the award.
Well, didn't Bob Mueller also get rich because he leaves government, goes to work for Booz Allen Hamilton, who just happened to have received hundreds of millions of dollars from the FBI under Mueller's previous direction?
Exactly right, Greg. And Booz Allen wasn't the only client Robert Mueller served. There were others as well, but no, you have it exactly right. Multiple clients that Robert Mueller worked with at the FBI. He then went on into the private sector. He and Comey kind of work as this tag team. Comey tags in, Mueller tags out. In 2013, Robert Mueller goes and sets up Robert Mueller and Associates, a consulting firm, and then also takes on clients through the firm WilmerHale, who, by the way, several attorneys from WilmerHale join Robert Mueller on his special counsel, Clinton-connected attorneys, no less. So, right, he does the same thing. It's the revolving door. It's cashing in on public service, and it's outrageous.
So there is, bottom line, a revolving door between government service and big business. And when you go circling around that revolving door, you're getting wealthy off of it. And that's taxpayer money, right?
That's right. And one thing I want to make clear is the revolving door, most people have come to accept it. It happens in the Defense Department, it happens in the Department of Energy. Honestly, we'd like experts from the government working at the contractors, contracting with the government. But this is the Department of Justice and the FBI. This is the top law enforcement agency in the country. These people throw men and women in jail. Martha Stewart, for example, is someone that Comey and Mueller tag teamed to throw in jail. So when justice becomes compromised by conflicts of interest and money, we have a serious problem.
Seamus Bruner, the book is Compromised. Really amazing work. Thank you for being with us to share the stories.